So it's Sunday morning, it's about 11. We had hoped to leave by 10. You know, that's how we roll. Looks like we have a few leaks in the boat. We found this morning there's a pile of water there on the floor. That's probably because the temporary crib boards, you know, didn't fit as tight as the real ones. But we also have some water under the floor of the cabin here. You know, in a couple of these areas that lift up, and then also under the compartment here. So I'm going to be cleaning that up a little bit. I think we've got to reseal the port side hardware. I resealed the starboard side last year. We were having some leaks, and I never got around to doing the port because it wasn't leaking at the time. But I think, you know, judging by the water coming in a couple areas on the roof of the cabin, we've got some more leaks coming in, and it rained enough in the last couple days to make that apparent. So if we're going to be sleeping in here, we'd better get that taken care of. We'll go find some silicone sealant and rebed those at some point while we're on our trip.
So not exactly what you want to be doing in the final hour or so before you depart on your sailing adventure. The trailer here has a bit of a gap between the cradle boards here and the hull up here in the front and near the bow. We are worried that it's putting a ton of pressure on our bow roller instead of putting the weight here on the cradle boards. I'm trying to pound it over using a rubber mallet, and I loosened the bolt on the cradle there, and it's going very slow and it's very loud, and we have a lot more packing to do, so not what you want to be doing right before you depart. We are more or less provisioned, hopefully more. We've got some instant coffee and plenty of tea, some honey, some instant oatmeal, of course some wine, some bread, and then various soups and whatnot. We have some more yummies in the fridge here for the trip. Plenty of beer, a little smoked salmon. Should do us nicely. So now we just have to pack it all up, stick it in the truck, and get it going on our trip.
After the glow, the scene, the stage, the set, and talk becomes slow, but there's one thing I'll never forget. Hey, you gotta pay your dues before you pay the rent. Over the turnstiles and out in the traffic, there's ways to live, and it's the way I'm living. Right or wrong, it's all that I can do.
About an hour and a half into our drive. I don't know where we are. We're at a rest stop somewhere on the way down 65 south, and there they are, Elephant and Islay, looking pretty small next to a tractor trailer. We're getting back on the road.
Well, the drive has been okay so far. Kind of crowded on the highway, but I guess a lot of spring breakers heading south, just like us.
Okay. We'll let you know when we
get back to it.
Yeah, right. Well, we're at the Boggy Point landing at Orange Beach. This is where we're going to be putting the boat in. We got here fine. We put up our mast surprisingly smoothly. That went great. We used the main sheet pulley system, and there was really not a lot of work to get it up. As always, getting the forestay and the roller furler attached is the trickiest part because it's very pinchy and heavy, trying to get this tiny little pin through. But But that went fine. Connor's putting on the boom right now. We've put on the tiller and rudder. We're about to do the engine. We're packing a few things into the boat right now. We're going to leave our truck and trailer here, and we're not putting everything in the boat right now because we've only got about an hour and a half of daylight left to get over to the Bearport Marina where we're staying. And I think it's about an hour's sail or motor. So we're going to get moving with that pretty soon. So far so good. It's fairly smooth. Put the boat into the water and tie up alongside briefly while we repark the truck and go from there.
We are underway in the Gulf Intercoastal Waterway. We just got the boat in as sun's setting. It always feels a little bit hectic getting off the shore, but we got it and we're underway. The first moments of our big adventure right here.
Run from the pigs, the fuzz, the cops, the heat. Pass me your gloves, this crime it is never complete until you snort it up and shoot it down. You're never gonna feel free. Out on my skateboard, the night is just humming and the gum smacks all the pulse. I follow with my Walkman fades. Well, I got absolutely no one but myself to blame. Don't worry, we're in no hurry. School's out, what did you expect? I want a range life. If I could settle down, if I could settle down.
So here we are in Flipper's restaurant. We survived the sunset cruise. That's what I like to call it anyway. We made it to the Bear Point Marina. We got into our slip, no problems once we got here. It was pretty dark by the time we got to the marina entrance.
We're very glad for the spotting light. Thank you.
A few things I'm glad for. I'm glad that the Intercoastal Waterway channel markers have flashing beacons on them. And I'm glad that the marina has two lit up beacons at the end of the marina entrance, I guess. And I'm glad we have a chart plotter and a spotlight. It was great. So we got splashed and tossed, and it was cold, but it was beautiful, and the moonrise, and I'm really happy to be here.
I'm glad to be here. I'm glad we got in successfully.
I think Liz was pretty stressed out.
It wasn't the original plan for me, but we made it here fine. We had a nice soft landing at the slip, and the restaurant was about to close, but they let us come on in, just right under the wire. So we're having a little dinner here, and
Having some dinner.
we're gonna. Well, another thing is we were going to take a taxi, a shuttle to our truck, which is still over at Boggy Point. But I just called them, and they're not open on Sundays, which is not the information we were given. But, but fortuitously, our waiter, we asked him if he knew a taxi service, and he said he could call his mom. She could
Who's a taxi driver?
So our waiter's mom is going to bring us back over our truck, which we need tonight because all the bedding and all Connor's clothes and things like that are in it still. So that's it for now.
My clothes are all wet right now, so it's hard.
We're
need
both
that.
soaking wet.
All right, well,
All right.
I'm gonna be here.
Hello.
Here we are, cuddled in our V berth.
It's been a very long day.
It's after
Very-
midnight.
Very tiring.
We had to go to Walmart after we got here. Let's find a converter for the electricity. And
We thought there would be a 20 amp plug, like on the horse trailers. Usually if they say there's 30 amp hookups, there's also 20, but there's no 20 here. So
none here.
we our extension cord wouldn't fit the shore power, so we went to Walmart to get a converter. The converter we bought didn't work. I think we bought the wrong one, but thankfully we met a drunk man who was telling us that we needed his type of converter, so he gave us one to use for tonight. So thank you very much. I think he's in a big powerboat 2 doors down
I
here.
think his name is Captain Ryan or something.
I think his name is Gary.
Captain Gary, that's right.
Scary Gary.
Scary Gary.
He was very nice, but quite drunk. So we got the converter. We got some marine sealant. Try to patch up some of these leaks, perhaps tomorrow. We also got a couple more trailer light bulbs because after putting our trailer in the water to get the boat in the water, both of the turn signal bulbs are now blown. So apparently every time we put the trailer in the water, the brake light turn signal bulbs blow, which seems unfortunate considering the point of the trailer is to go in the water.
Change of plans probably for tomorrow. If they'll let us stay at this marina, we're going to stay here one more night because we barely got to see this place today. And we're really tired and don't feel like moving on quite yet. And it's supposed to rain all day tomorrow, so that's not fun to go for a sail in the rain. But we'll see if they let us stay, hopefully. And otherwise, we'll be moving on to the Grand Lagoon. Alrighty. Probably time for bed, huh?
Yeah, we need to get some sleep.
Alrighty.
Good night. More tomorrow.
Yeah.